Right inside, there's a socialist building with a socialist artwork, the house of the teachers. And if you look to the right in the far distance, you maybe see a church with two towers, to the right, in the background. Now, the church with two towers, this is called St. Nikolai. And this was the oldest church of Berlin, and is the oldest church of Berlin, St. Nikolai, not the one in Leipzig, which was very famous during the revolution and the GDR. Talking about the GDR, this is the big socialist boulevard. Also here you have construction site for the underground lines from the 1920s, left hand side, but this street has no green middle section because this was used for the big parades on May 1st, the day of the working class, and the leaders of the socialist government were sitting left hand side and watched the people. Hundreds of thousands had to march along and celebrate socialism, peace and freedom in the totalitarianistic East German state. My favorite cinema in Berlin, left hand side, is Cinema International from the 1960s at GDR Socialist Building. I love it very much, really. It's from the 1960s. And the main restaurant in East Berlin was Restaurant Moskwa, right hand side, Moscow. And if you like movies and cinema, go to Berlin. We had south of Berlin and Potsdam the biggest film studios of the world next to Hollywood, Babelsberg. And they're still working, but not as big as they have been in the 1920s. Many people went to Los Angeles, to Hollywood from Babelsberg. And we have one of the three main film festivals of the world in Berlin. In the end of January, beginning of February, Cannes, Venice and Berlin. These are the three main film festivals. And we have a lot of good cinemas with really interesting movies from all over the world. So this was called Stalin Alley, constructed in the 1950s, 2 kilometers of a street, designed in the 1950s on the grounds of the destroyed eastern part of Berlin. The buildings were constructed out of the bricks of the destroyed buildings here. And this was laid out as the first socialist boulevard on German grounds in the 1950s. And after it came out that Stalin was a criminal, surprisingly, the street was renamed Karl Marx Alley. So Karl Marx was not a criminal, he wrote books. And maybe Karl Marx would have been very surprised to see the so-called socialist GDR, because in the books of Karl Marx you will find nothing about a secret police, and you will find nothing about a war.